Coming here, so bring you some gameplay of the BAL 27 of Domination on the map Ascend. And today's video is basically about me trying to tell you and explain to you guys why you probably already know this, but the BAL 27 is just love. The BAL 27 is just life. It just is. So as you can tell from this video, the BAL 27 is pretty awesome. I mean, the thing with the BAL 27 is that, well, it's just great in every engagement. So basically, if you didn't know, the BAL 27 starts out with a reasonably low fire rate, and then as you shoot it more, it becomes higher and higher until it gets to, I believe, a stopping point of around 700 to 800 rounds per minute. I don't know the exact numbers. And on average, the BAL 27 is a 3-shot kill, but at extreme long range, it can go up to a 5-shot kill. Recoil is pretty manageable. If you have a foregrip on this thing, this recoil is pretty much very easy to manage. At close range, it's literally just up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's great, because if you want to get headshots on people, it's just so easy to get headshots on people. It's just awesome. So yeah, that's fantastic about this gun. Also, the hipfire of this gun is pretty amazing. I mean, if you look at the gameplay here, and I'm getting like some hipfire kills, as I call it, my warbird right here, my hipfire is just bows. Like, look at this thing. It can destroy people as well as this warbird, and this thing just brings me kill streaks. It brings me joy whenever I use it. So, is it OP? Well, I mean, I'm gonna do some other tests to find out. So, I'm gonna be doing some tests mainly of recoil, fire rates, and stuff like that, and you can see side by side on the screen which one's better, and you'll actually be surprised. You might not realize that some guns are better than this, or you might not realize that some guns are worse than this. So, anyway, let's take a look. So first off, we're going to look at the BAL 27 spread, and you can see here it's very up and down recoil. So it's pretty easy to manage. I mean, there is a little bit of horizontal recoil here and there, and you can see in this screenshot it's a little bit more clear to see, but that's basically the spread of the BAL 27 when you're aiming down sights. Moving along, we got the HBR-A3 here, and you can see here it actually has a lot of recoil. I mean, people say this is probably one of the most accurate guns in the game, and I do believe so myself, as an assault rifle is fantastic, and I've used it many times. But usually I use it with foregrip, and that, you know, tends to greatly reduce the amount of recoil it has, or at least what it feels like. So I do have to say the BAL 27 does have less recoil than the HBR-A3, but you can see here that the HBR-A3 has a lower fire rate after a little while, so it's easier to control. And so basically, it's BAL 27 is a greater gun for an all-round sort of close range to medium range, mainly center-focused engagements, whereas the HBR-A3 is mostly medium to long range. So that's that. As for the AK-12 here, you can see it's a similar story. AK-12 is generally more accurate than the BAL 27 because it has a lower fire rate and lower recoil overall. And you can see here, basically, it's very minute. Like, the recoil on this thing is very small. So, it should be very easy to control at medium to long range, again, like the HBR-A3. So, that's the AK-12. And now we got the IMR, and this thing is a bouse. I mean, look at this thing. When you see it, there's basically no recoil. And I haven't added foregrip to any of these weapons. I haven't added any attachments or perks to any of these weapons. But I do have to say the IMR is just so accurate. It's probably one of the most accurate guns in this game, besides, you know, sniper rifles and stuff like that. So that's that. And now here you can see we got the KF5. And the KF5 has a lot of recoil. And in my opinion, the KF5 is the closest rival to the BAL 27 because it suits the engagements that the BAL 27 does. It's more close range focused than the BAL 27 because of that higher recoil, because of that higher fire rate. But still, if I felt like I had to go in a all-round engagement, the KF5 or the BAL 27 would basically be my top two picks. And yeah, so we can see here that the BAL 27 hipfire, at first it may seem like it's alright. I mean, you can see it's fairly spread out, but I noticed something different here, and you can probably tell as well. The second hipfire spread that I run, it's very minute. Like, it's a very noticeable difference. It's basically half the spread of my first hipfire that I had. And I'll do a video about this too, comparing this to all the guns, seeing if that's actually a thing, because this could be a very interesting dynamic in the game, because this is kind of a big deal if your second hipfire spread is more accurate than your first. So anyway, that is the hipfire spread of the BAL 27, and as you can clearly see, it's not like super great or anything like that, but what this gun does so well is that it suits, as you can tell by my video so far probably, it's great for all-around engagements. If I had to use it at long range, that initial slow rate of fire would be great. And if I had to use it at close range, basically what I could do is I could get a great hipfire gun, and I could get the gun so that I could shoot a little bit, have it have a faster fire rate in the end, excuse me, and basically have a great time to kill. So that's the BAL 27 in those sort of situations. And obviously the middle range engagements will be very well suited to this gun, because I feel like the thing with this gun is after you shoot those first few slow round engagements, what happens is that as your fire rate increases, so does your accuracy. So you're more inclined to have better accuracy after those couple shots, because your aim is more on target and more on point after you got those couple shots, and you're more able to adapt to the enemy's movements and things like that. So I think this gun is fantastic. Now I gotta talk to you about some other things. Should this get a patch? Should this get buffed or nerfed or anything like that? Well, obviously it shouldn't get buffed, but should it get nerfed? In my opinion, no, because Drifter said a similar thing to this in his recent video. I believe it came out either today or 2 days ago or something like that. But anyway, the thing with the BAL 27, it's not that it's a fantastic gun. It's outclassed by other guns in a lot of engagements. But the thing with the BAL 27 is that it's good in all sorts of engagements and not just one particular engagement. So that's where this gun shines a lot. And I feel like the guns in this game are just a little bit underpowered compared to some of the giants. Mainly the SMGs aren't that great in the game. The only real SMG that I can stand using is the KF5, maybe the ASM1, but still the KF5 I think has a distinct edge over the ASM1. Also the HBRA3, it's good for long range. AK-12 good for long range. IMR good for long range. See, there's no real assault rifle that's really good for close range. I can't really think of one that is. I mean, maybe the AK-12 if you put like some sort of magical combination or something like that on it. But even then, I don't see it being as good as the BAL 27. Sniper rifles are sniper rifles, so I can't really compare them with that. Heavy weapons, I feel like the assault rifles are better than that. So what I think should happen is what happened in Modern Warfare 3. I think Sledgehammer, since they're already so awesome, they're probably going to do this. I think they should buff all the other guns, because right now I don't like it where there's, you know, a couple guns that are really good for all sorts of engagements, and then everything else just crap, because that means that gun's going to get nerfed, and then everything else is going to feel like basically crap as a gun. What I propose is that all guns be buffed, except for, you know, the BAL 27 and the KF5 and stuff like that, so that it's more of a competitive, balanced game, and that's what I love. And in this final part here, now let's be real. BAL is love. BAL is life. Yes, I said it, guys. I said it here. You can see it by the picture on the screen. Pray to the new Ogre Lord. Ogre Lord BAL Shrek is out, because it's all Ogre now. Shrek's legacy has been finished, and now the BAL is taking over. Let's go! Alright, so that's my video for today, guys. And I just realized that I've broken 100 videos. So, yeah, that's kind of a big accomplishment for my channel. So, I will definitely be sort of doing a special video or something like that sometime soon. I already have something planned. So, if this wasn't special enough, then I don't know what is. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe at the annotation on the above. Check out my previous video. And I will definitely also have some Halo collection gameplay. The reason I don't have much of that up right now is because the matchmaking is completely broken. So it takes me so long just to find a match. And every time I try to find a match nowadays, I just can't do it because it takes like half an hour just to wait in the lobby. And I'm just like, oh my god, this sucks. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe again. Like this video if you liked it, favorite it, or whatever, all that stuff that people say nowadays. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and see you guys later. Bye.